Hey, I'm Dominic Ray. Welcome. Today we're going to be making cream cheese cookies. Now with cream cheese cookies, I'm going to let you know if you haven't cooked before, or maybe this is your first recipe, you get to make something that's so simple and so easy to make that you can even add your own twist to it. I'm going to be adding a lemon zest just to add an extra bit of flavor in there and lift everything up. However, you don't have to do that. You can add anything. You can add pineapples, you can even add bananas. Any element that you like to add into this, you can. I do advise that you do listen to exactly how I make this today, but once you make it once, feel free to change things up and just see how much you like it. I promise you, this is almost foolproof. It's really hard to mess this recipe up, especially once you make it once or twice. The only thing I will let you know right now, a lot of things that we have here need to be room temperature. So do set these things out in advance. If you have something like an egg and you do not have it in room temperature, I'll let you know a little secret right now that you can put it in a plastic container, fill up with water, and then let it sit for about 10 minutes and it should be room temperature. But other than that, leave things out and get ready. But if you're ready for me, meet me in the kitchen and let's get started. First, we are going to combine 200 grams of flour into a bowl here. Well, we're gonna pour 200 grams of flour into a bowl. As always, you want to measure out your flour. Do not just get a leveler and put it in there with a dry measuring spoon or a dry measuring cup. Measure it out. That way you get a very accurate amount. And typically when it comes to baking, your flour is going to be your best friend and your worst enemy when you do not measure it out. Too much flour, not good, and not enough flour, not good at all. Now with our baking powder, we've got a little bit more liberation. You're gonna go ahead and take half a teaspoon of baking powder, and we're just gonna pump that right in there. You can level it up so you get an accurate amount. And then we're gonna take half a teaspoon of salt as well. I have a bad habit of pouring my salt right above here because I just don't like cleaning up. That was a little bit extra of half a salt, but what do? We don't worry about it. I'm just gonna do this, level it out. I can see a good amount of salt's already in there. Just gonna do that. It's okay. That's the fun things about cooking. So, once you have your flour, your baking powder, and salt in a bowl, go ahead and just stir it up with a fork. Make sure you're not aggressively doing it, otherwise you're gonna have quite a mess to clean up. It will definitely pop out of the bowl. You will learn about physics when you start stirring up your dry ingredients. But once you give that a good stir, we're gonna go ahead and push this over off to the side. We will see you later. Now for the fun part. We're gonna go ahead and grab a large bowl, as this is what we'll be using for our cookies. And we're gonna go ahead and grab 4 ounces of cream cheese. Now, if you're like me and probably every other human in the world, you can only find 8 ounces of cream cheese. So fret not, that just means you get to save some later and make some with your friends and family. So go ahead and open up the container. I'm gonna go ahead and grab 4 ounces of it. Give a good plump, just like this. That's gonna feed out a good 4 ounces right there. Bam. Now we're going to grab a half a cup of butter. Once again, you wanna make sure this is also room temperature, just like our cream cheese. You don't want it melted, you don't want it soupy, but you want it creamy. You know, you want it to have a little glistening on there. So we're gonna go and dump that right inside here. Now the fun part about this is once you learn how to get your butter and your cream cheese room temperature, you're not too far away from making your own cheesecake. And cheesecake is very fun to make. I love making a good cheesecake. I might have to make a video on that one day. So now we're going to combine our butter and our cream cheese together. This is known as creaming. So we basically want to cream everything all together here. So let's go ahead and grab our handy dandy mixer right here, and we're gonna go and cream this together. So Make sure you start off at a nice low speed. Don't go in super turbo mode. Let's go slow and efficiently. So, it's gonna go ahead and just slowly get everything all mixed together. If you have everything already at room temperature, it should not take very long to cream together. We wanna just mix this all together. We wanna make sure we get some nice peaks here. Make sure everything is all incorporated. That is the most important part. And that looks pretty good to me, so we'll stop right here. Now we're gonna go ahead and add in our sugar here. So go ahead and give it a nice dump, 200 grams of that beautiful amount of sugar there. And now we're just gonna go ahead and cream that in. Same rule applies, guys. I want you measuring out anything that is dry on a scale. And look at that just all come together. You can see right there, everything's starting to come together. We do have some sugar that's down on the side. I don't want you to worry about that just yet. We're gonna go ahead and add in an egg here. One crack, 1 table tap of that. Do not be like the old version of me that taps twice. You don't tap dance, you go pop, pop. You don't tap dance, you tap it once and then you put it inside. Excellent. Same thing, we put that in. It's gonna give that a nice little mix in there. That means now we're gonna go ahead and add 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract. Same thing, once again, another gentle mix of vanilla extract here. And I'm gonna add in a serving size of lemon zest here. So I'm gonna take a rasp here, and I'm just gonna go ahead and just add that into the batter just like this. Totally optional. You do not need to do this. I have been making my cheesecake with lemon zest for quite some time, and I fell in love with adding zest to things. Whether it be like orange zest to French toast, adding lemon zest to any kind of cheesecake, and I just feel like it just adds a little extra, something to it. Don't get me started on my sweet potato pie. Like, you're definitely getting some orange zest, some nutmeg and cinnamon all into that too as well. So it just seems really appropriate for me to add in the lemon zest. Now, once again, totally optional. You don't need to do it. You got a little lemon right over to the side here. You decide to pop that here if you're lucky. Pretty lucky, we'll take that. Cool. Grab a spatula, a rubber spatula, and we're just gonna spoon the insides to make sure we get all the ingredients off from the bottom. A lot of times when we make this, it will stick to the bottom, and we wanna make sure everything is in there, especially when we add in our dry ingredients, which we're about to do now. So we're just gonna do one more healthy spoon here. So push this off to the side. And the crazy thing is, we're pretty much done. This wasn't hard at all, right? So cool. Got that together. I gotta get a whiff. Smelled like nothing. Cool. Let's go ahead and add in our flour from earlier. At a slow speed. It's gonna go do the same thing. Go nice and slow. Make sure everything is all incorporated. Good news, that's it. All we have to do now is put it in the refrigerator for about an hour and a half. With the power of editing, our cheesecake batter will be ready to go ahead and form into a cookie and stick into the oven. So I'll see you in a second. All right, so it's been an hour and a half, and now our cookie dough is looking great. It smells pretty fantastic, and now it's time to go to work. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take an ice cream scoop here, or you can just take a tablespoon and you're gonna scoop in a nice good portion just like this. Not too much, don't get greedy. Just gonna kind of scoop it off into your hands. And if you want a nice circular cookie, then you wanna roll it up into a ball just like this. Bam. And we're just gonna place it right on the parchment paper of our baking sheet. In the oven they go. See you in 10 minutes. Perfect. So our cookies are fresh out the oven, and I'm going to transfer them slowly but surely to the wire rack. You want them to just to sit at least for about a minute or so before you transfer them over. If you transfer them too early, then they will fall apart. So give them some time to sit, it's okay. And once they cool off a bit, then transfer them over to the wire racks. Look at those. Cream cheese cookies, right? Look how easy that was. So cool. So our last step is to add a little extra sugar on top. I'm gonna use confection sugar, powdered sugar on there. So let's go ahead and get that set up. Just gonna take one of these wire racks right here and just sprinkle it right on top here. Not too much, just a good even amount. So feel free to just kind of just boop-ba, boop-ba. That should be more than enough. I already got some on there. And just when you want to disperse it, just tap it. Just like that. And it's just gonna give it a little extra bit of color. It's gonna give it a little bit of extra life, you know what I mean? That way no one's like, hey, did you just give me a cookie that's got nothing on it? You know, it's gotta aesthetically look good. If your food doesn't look good, no one's gonna wanna eat it, no matter what it tastes like. Our cream cheese cookies are ready for our taste test, so let's go and see how it tastes here. Oh my God. My God. Yeah. The lemon zest just punches, like it's right there. Oh my goodness. The lemon zest adds everything to it. It's soft, it's chewy. Oh my. This is delicious, guys. This cookie was so easy to make and it was so fun making it with you. I really hope this encourages you to get into the kitchen yourself and try out the recipe. It's very simple and I would love to see what you can do in the kitchen yourself. But until next time, you guys take care, enjoy your rest of your day, and I'll see you in the very next video. I'm gonna do my best not to eat all these. The rest of these has to go to the hospital. So I'll catch you guys later.